Number 5. Stashed away. This guy knew there was something wrong with his storage room. After months of feeling the hair on the back of his neck stand up whenever he walked past it and sensing something sinister lurking inside, it became such a crushing fear that he couldn't face the doorway at the best of times. But one night, it all felt a bit different. The tension in the air felt thicker and more apprehensive, and a haze of darkness had draped itself over his home. So he lingered outside with a camera in the hopes he would be able to catch something to justify his fears. But he ended up regretting ever trying to uncover the mystery of the storage room. Take a look at the footage he caught.
Les he mostrado anteriormente, pero no veo muy bien, es de noche y... ¿Hay algo? ¿Hay algo ahí o qué? No veo. Let's go!
So scary, it knocked the Spanish out of him.
No veo. Let's go!
Given all the backstory regarding his storage room giving him grief, doesn't it seem coincidental that the shadowy figure was specifically around that area? At stupid o'clock as well, prime witching hours. Could this be a real paranormal encounter, or something more explainable? Number 4. Under and overtime. While working the overnight shift in his store around the hours of 1 to 4 a.m., the manager always sensed something eerie lingering in the shop. But he tried not to pay it any mind and get along with the rest of his shift. It's never that simple though, is it? Because as he tried desperately to ignore the horrors that closed in on either side of him, he soon realized it was too late to even think about leaving. At first, the activity was light and easily explainable.
Putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Look. Boom, you see that?
The box could well have been anything from unbalanced weight to any kind of chain reaction of movement. But when you watch closer, those logical explanations soon melt away. Because things took an even more sinister turn when he walked through the store, trying to find the culprit.
Oh! Oh, shit. Look, there I am right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah. No. Hell no.
His big mistake here was attempting to communicate with and taunt the supposed spirit. Among paranormal circles, it's pretty common knowledge that all things ghostly feed off of human interaction. It could be the reason the entity was able to get so physical. There couldn't be anything tied to that lock of his hair for it to be pulled by someone else, otherwise we would see the weird ponytail it would make. And it's pretty clear that there's nobody in the store with him. Although most retailers don't operate with only one worker conducting an overnight shift, there's usually at least 1 or 2 other people on the shop floor or in the back. Could there be a hidden coworker somewhere helping him pull off a farce? They'd have to be pretty skilled in practical effects to pull it off though. What do you think happened here? Number 3. Dolly Daydream. Nothing sets off a child's toy collection like a creepy haunted doll, right? Well, that must have been what Sarah thought when she purchased this absolute hellspawn for her younger daughter.
Quedé sola yo aquí en mi casa hace como que unos 2 o 3 días y yo estaba acostada cuando sola empezó a sonar, pero si se dan cuenta no tiene absolutamente nada aquí, porque yo todo le quito, pues mira, si le tocas absolutamente todo se le quita.
While somewhat more modern looking than most haunted dolls we've seen, the scare factor is still off the charts with this one. So much so that when her daughter left to stay with family for a few days, she left the doll in her room with no batteries inside. That night, Sarah was in for a nightmare come true. While home alone, 2 a.m. hit and she heard a sound from the bedside table that made her every hair stand on end. She pulled out her phone to try and catch anything she could on camera, check out the footage she caught.
Esta muñeca no para de moverse. Estoy aquí acostada y mira, fíjate. Es en serio, no hay nadie. ¡Ay, Dios mío santo! ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Hola? Y es que no hay nadie. ¿Soy yo o la maleta se movió? ¿Quién está ahí? Mira, no hay absolutamente nadie aquí. Lo tengo más que claro, no hay nadie, mira.
Looks like she could be dealing with 2 entities, one tied to the doll and one that minds the bags. The terror didn't end there though. As she stumbled through the rest of her home, desperately trying to catch a break from the onslaught, she noticed that the doll had stopped singing and moving. Hoping that might be the end of it, she tiptoed back into the kitchen area and looked directly at her large windows, which is when she caught something downright weird.
No hay absolutamente nadie aquí. Lo tengo más que claro, no hay nadie, mira. Padre Celestial, ¿soy yo? ¿Estoy mal o hay alguien allá parado? Esta cosa se está... Mira, mira, fíjate. Va para el cuarto de la niña. ¿Te das cuenta? Mírala. Va para el cuarto de la niña.
This part is like paranormal whiplash. Sarah was standing behind the breakfast bar in the kitchen when she looked at the windows, so who the hell was reflected standing in front of it? The figure is human-shaped, but indistinguishable past that point. Could the black head be long tattered hair draped over someone's face? Or something even more sinister, more demonic? Either way, it goes to show that dolls don't have to be porcelain-faced and draped in musty Victorian gowns to fuel your nightmares. Number 2. Coffin nails. CJ and Sunny spent most of their time trying to unearth skinwalkers, poltergeists, and anything that triggers your fight or flight. But they don't just go looking and get scared. They stay and try their best to rile up whatever they can find. Perhaps not the safest approach to ghost hunting we've ever seen, but it made for some interesting content. They visited a somewhat abandoned haunted farm owned by CJ himself.
Oh, dude.
Oh, in the back. I just realized that. I was like, damn, no wonder we couldn't see
No
that
wonder
well.
everybody's looking at you.
Yeah, or we couldn't see that well. Kurt, look at Kurt. He's nervous. I feel bad for bringing him, but I had to. Like,
He don't like it.
no. We tried to talk my cameraman Jacob into coming and filming.
He
That was
don't
a
like
big,
it either.
fat negative. Big fat negative from him. He's like,
He's scared.
The whole journey, Courage the dog seemed uncomfortable, but neither of them really knew why. As they pulled into the driveway and into the house, CJ started the session with some somewhat unorthodox methods.
Hey, oh, no, you bitch. We ain't scared of you. We ain't scared of your
They kept hearing strange sounds emanating throughout the farmhouse, but the strange thing was that CJ was certain no one could have possibly gotten in. The place is protected well. He claims his CCTV cameras have motion sensors and facial recognition.
Somebody here?
I don't know. The cameras haven't gone off in days. I don't even think John's been here in a couple of days.
And he's in good with the local police department, so he would know if anyone had been near the property, let alone someone getting the code to get in. Could the noises and movement just be the house settling or something? Perhaps CJ hitting the table with a chair shook the walls a bit. After checking out the downstairs area, they hear what they believe to be footsteps above them.
Yeah, that's upstairs, bro.
But as they went to check it out, something spooked them so badly that they wish they had brought spare pants along for their journey.
What? What? Oh, it's a snake skin.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to hit you in the
I thought it was
face.
a rattlesnake. Now you got my hat.
Turns out the "I'm not scared" act at the beginning dissolved pretty quickly. While this was a false alarm, the pair now knew they had a possibly venomous snake to look out for. So they grabbed a stick and went about their business. But they stumbled upon something much more chilling than any snake skin.
Dude, was that blood?
Holy shit. That is 100% blood. But wouldn't that wouldn't blood be? Here, take the end of the cane. Oh, that's fresh.
Oh my god.
What the actual heck?
Was there a fight in the house or something before they came back to see it? Where did the fresh blood splatter come from? We also know that no one else is in the house at all, so how could the books have fallen? Like CJ said, the cameras would sound some kind of alarm if they detected any motion. So who or what is doing all of this? After calming themselves down, the pair sit down to attempt a spirit box session with whatever they were trying to unearth. But they realize the spirits were less talk and more play.
Okay, that's really weird. I'm not lying, that is really weird.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Please continue.
There's a f***ing ball. Look at that. See that?
The ball came from the top of the stairs. What the hell is up there? They decide to not check it out, probably because they were a little too scared, but they instead decide to conduct a little experiment. Putting Sonny inside a coffin and leaving him alone inside the house. What could possibly go wrong?
What the fuck? What the happened? The damn casket fell!
Now, they did balance the casket half on the floor and half teetering over the edge of the top step, so it could well have fallen due to Sonny moving even an inch too much and sending it over the edge. But regardless of how it fell down the stairs, how did it get blocked in with the lid so badly? Could someone or something have pushed it in such a way that it fell in a deliberately awkward way? You'll be glad to know that Sonny made it out alive, stumbling out of the basement like the lead of a survival horror game.
CJ! Oh. Holy shit. Are you out here?
Do you think there was something sinister following them both around, waiting for the right moment to strike, when either one of them was vulnerable? Or could this whole clip be explained by old houses and two guys being a little too cocky? Let us know what you think down below.
The casket fell down the steps.
Number 1. House of Horrors. This clip was uploaded with almost zero context. The only thing he said was that he lives in a real haunted house. He always felt like something was off, like something was watching him behind every corner, but he never quite knew what it could be. That was until one night, when the kids were in bed and he was alone downstairs, and all hell broke loose. That's one paranormal beatdown. Everything just happens all at once and then keeps going. Now, unless this guy is a master of stunts, editing, and special effects, how the hell could he have pulled this off by himself? The house is small, with nowhere really to hide. So what could have happened here? I guess we'll never know.